Now that all those Oscar movies are out of the way, welcome once again to Noir Alley. I'm your host, Eddie Muller. Today's offering is Pitfall from 1948, one of the more provocative and mature crime dramas of the 1940s. And while it definitely qualifies as noir, it also subverts many of the genre's established tropes. Director André de Toth may be the most undersung director of his time. He made some of the freshest, most unconventional, and cinematically sophisticated movies of the era, and Pitfall is right there with the best of them. It was the first offering of Regal Productions, created by veteran B-movie producer Samuel Bischoff. Not only was it the first, it was the best of Regal's roughly 36 films, unless your taste runs to The Woman of Pitcairn Island or Space Master X7. Dick Powell was the most prominent member of Regal's board of directors, so it's no surprise the company's maiden effort was tailor-made for the actor, who by 1948 had completely transformed himself from a one-time hoofer and crooner to a fixture of the film noir movement. The source novel, titled The Pitfall, was written by Jay Draitler, familiar to noir fans as the screenwriter of Laura, The Dark Corner, and Call Northside 777. The book was adapted from a treatment Draitler had written at Fox called Husbands Die First. The biggest difference between the book and film is that the novel revolves around the sexual escapades of Hollywood executives and their underlings. Yes, that stuff was an issue in the 40s as well. But Powell and de Toth changed the story to make it germane to the average American male, at least the married kind. De Toth felt that Powell identified with the character of John Forbes, that there was truth in his performance, because in his own life, Powell was trying to end a sticky affair, having cheated on his wife, June Allison. According to de Toth, the film was Powell's way of atoning for his adultery. Now, he admired Powell as a businessman and a performer, but as a person, de Toth found the actor to be, quote, a schmuck. Bear in mind, the Hungarian director was himself a womanizer of legendary proportions, a legend he happily extolled, despite being married for a while to Veronica Lake. Although Carl Kam is credited for this script, it is really the work of de Toth and an uncredited William Bowers. Few writers in Hollywood were better than Bowers at seasoning an already well-structured story to make it something special. He was a master of the tossed-off wisecrack, and Powell was especially adept at delivering them. In the 4 films he made prior to Pitfall, Powell played a private eye, a vengeful soldier, a professional gambler, and a federal agent, all standard-issue Hollywood heroes. Pitfall's John Forbes, middle-aged insurance man, was a different kind of character, except that Bowers still gave Powell the snappy and sarcastic humor crucial to his new screen persona. Here, however, Powell's wisecracks come at his own expense, as he picks himself apart for leading such a dull, unfulfilled life.
You were voted the prettiest girl in the class. I was voted the boy most likely to succeed. Something should happen to people like that.
Well, something did. I got married.
Which, of course, is what leads him into an affair with Elizabeth Scott. This is not, however, the grand passion play you get in most noir films. But that doesn't mean the consequences won't be just as dire, especially when the other man is Raymond Burr. He just played memorably heavy roles in Desperate and Raw Deal, but those baddies were one-dimensional cartoons. Here, Burr is believably human, which makes his sociopathic behavior even more frightening. Jane Wyatt, who plays Powell's wife, would soon be enshrined as the ultimate all-American mom on the hit TV show Father Knows Best. 6 years before that paean to parenthood appeared on television, Pitfall suggested that the conventional life of an average American husband and father would more likely strangle him than satisfy him. This is what happens when noir washes over the all-American family. Enjoy Pitfall.